Hope you guys are doing good. Micah back with another video. Back here to talk about the Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra post that relatively nice size update coming around 800 megabytes. Now, as I have been trying to strictly pay attention to with this update was how is it going to affect battery life? Because that's one of our primary concerns with the Ultra, how big it is, the size, the use case. A lot of us want to see better battery life out of our Galaxy Watch Ultra. And this update has been very interesting to actually kind of review essentially because it was very misleading at first. And so I'm gonna show you two clips. One clip is from one day. You'll notice on my actual phone the time and the day that I recorded that. The second clip is going to be 24 hours later, and you're going to see a weird striking similarity when it comes to battery life. So once you guys see that, then I'll get into this video here. In terms of battery life, about a few days to almost a week after this update dropped on the Galaxy Watch Ultra, I took it off the charger, 100% battery life, and it's showing me 1 day and 22 hours left, which means that this update may have actually affected battery life in a bad way. And so now let's continue on in the video where I'm at currently recording the video. 24 hours later, after recording that video, I had to come back because this software update and battery life on the Galaxy Watch Ultra. So the next day, as you guys can see, I'm at 65%, and now it's saying 1 day and 10 hours left. It's been a full 24 hours since the recording of that last video clip. And just to show you guys, as you see, if you guys are paying attention to my calendar, today is the 27th, and as you see, it is 1:45 in the morning. 1:40 in the morning, 5 minutes off. Technically, maybe 23 hours, somewhere in there, but essentially a whole day later, and the phone is telling me that, and my watch for that matter, is telling me I have a day and 9 hours left on the Galaxy Watch Ultra. So this update definitely affected battery life in a very weird way. It clearly seems as though it's in a positive way. I did not wear this watch for about 5 to 6-ish hours of the day, and that was really from like 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., so 5 hours, 5.5 if you give and take, getting home and whatnot, because I had to go to work and my job does not allow us to wear watches, which is kind of crazy. But yes, 24 hours later, and I only lost 10 hours worth of battery life, which shows that this watch has been improved via that recent software update and an improved battery life for sure. I'm at 64% with a day and 9 hours left. We're going to see what happens tomorrow, and then most likely the thoughts I have going forward in this video will highlight the rest of the software update, specifically around battery life, but the overall use case and experience with the Galaxy Watch Ultra. So yes, as you guys saw, battery life didn't change. So taking it off the charger, you guys saw that it said a day and 22 hours left, which was crazy, right? How is it that I'll drop down from even 2 days and 20 hours or 3 days and 10 hours to 1 day and 22 hours right after, I won't say right after that update because it's been a couple days since that update dropped. But how is it that I had a day and 22 hours left, and then 24 hours, I was at a day and 9 hours left after wearing the watch pretty much for the entire day? So it's very interesting to see what Samsung is trying to do with the battery life when it comes to the Galaxy Watch Ultra, because it clearly appears as though this update was to address optimization when it comes to the battery life. And from the comments that I've seen on that video, it also affected the charge time for the Galaxy Watch Ultra. It sounds as though it has increased the charging speeds for the Galaxy Watch Ultra. I remember one of the points of concern when this watch first came out was it seemed as though it was going to have a slow charging speed where it would take like 2 hours to fully charge the watch. But a lot of the comments, or a few comments I should say, was saying that they noticed that their Galaxy Watch Ultra actually charged faster. So let me know down in the comment section below if that's something that you experienced with your Galaxy Watch Ultra in particular after this update. And I also saw that some of you guys were saying that you guys received like 2 different updates. Like you received a smaller size update around 400 to 500 megabytes, and then you saw another update come in around like 150, 160 megabytes. So it's interesting to see how Samsung has been pushing this update out. I don't know if that's a carrier-based differentiator. Mine is through T-Mobile. Some may have it through Verizon. Some may have, well, I think you still would have had to buy it because I think there's only an LTE model for this watch. So it's interesting. Maybe the carrier also has an effect on the update and the update size, but this update most definitely affected battery life for the Galaxy Watch Ultra, and I think it affected it for the better. Now, I have not checked today what my time looks like, and I don't know if it actually shows. It says I have 43% left here, and if I tap it, let's see if it'll take me to my battery. If it doesn't, then all right, so this is saying 23 hours and 5 minutes left. This is about 12 hours or so later, so this is about accurate from this perspective, saying that I have 23 hours left, which means that I'm more or less able to get 3 days of battery life out of my Galaxy Watch Ultra post this update. Meaning for me personally, that's an improvement in battery life because I saw a dip from, I think I even showed you guys the discrepancy with the 3 days and 10 hours or so to 2 days and 20 hours. And then most recently showing you how it went from a day and 22 hours to a day and 10 hours after a 24-hour shift. And now you're seeing that I still have a day left basically. So that's 3 days of battery life, and that's with sleep tracking, that's with fitness tracking, that's with just daily, like just, wearing it throughout the day. That to me is a great sign that this update has actually improved the battery life for the Galaxy Watch Ultra, meaning if you're not taking advantage of certain features or certain tracking features, your battery life should also improve that much more. And keep in mind, this is with always on display on. So if I turn that off, I would even save more battery life. But because I like my watch to show time, I maintain my always on display. So that's a point of reference for you if you're considering trying to find ways to improve your battery life. If that's not a big deal to you, you can always turn off always on display, but that will also improve your battery life as well. So it's good to see Samsung actually fix and or improve and optimize the battery life. I just wish they would have said it in the comments on the software update instead of having us all kind of go willy-nilly. But then what would the point of us having these videos trying to figure out and troubleshoot these type of software updates from Samsung in the first place? So with that being said, if it optimized battery life, what else did it optimize? Well, as you guys have been able to see, the operation of the watch has been good. And I've also noticed they have a new widget for the weather app. This is the newer one that actually kind of forecasts the weather across multiple days. I actually like the fact that this one is here. So I do have that here, and this is the calendar widget that I use. They have a couple different calendar widgets, but this is the one I use for my watch. And then I have my Buds controllers there, so that way if I don't want to have to try to operate via my earbuds themselves, I could just look on my watch. I don't even have to grab my phone. I could just use my watch and change what mode I'm using. And at the gym, I usually go noise cancellation. Here are my fitness tracking goals for the most part for the day that I can see at a glance. I have my water tracker, which I don't quite use like that anymore. I could get rid of it. This is what I'm looking at here. Although I thought this is updated, I need to get rid of some more of my body fat, I know. And then I have my ECG, which I don't really use like that. And I have alarm set here. And I love how this is synced with my modes and routines on my phone. You can actually disable that if you wanted to, but I actually like using this because when my phone goes to sleep mode, so does my watch. And I'm hands off from that perspective. Everything's automated in that way. So I do like that. And that's pretty much all the tiles that I have for my Galaxy Watch Ultra. And then my settings is set up with the settings button at the very top, the recorder button there in the middle, the stopwatch option over here, because if I double click, I bring up the timer, so I don't need the tile high in the app screen. And then I have my Samsung Health there, just in case, the health monitor app, the calculator, which I don't really use on my wrist. And then there goes the timer there, alarm, reminders, the Google Play Store, messages, gallery. So as you go further down the list, this is where things just kind of got deprioritized because I don't really use a lot of those functions on my watch like that. And if I press and hold my back button, I bring up my Samsung Wallet, which again, it's great to have this on the wrist to tap and pay. So my setup is fairly simple from that perspective. We come into settings and we jump into, what I have going on from this perspective. Just to give you guys an update. I have my adaptive brightness on, always on display on. I have raised wrist to wake on. the screen timeout to be 15 seconds, so I'm not wasting display life like that or battery life. Font is default. I don't use bold font. Font size is right there, that just below, medium basically, because they don't have a straight medium option. I do show my charging info. And then if I back out battery, you guys will see I don't ever use power saving. And as you see, it has always been on. So, and then that's how much I have left, which is 23 hours and 5 minutes, which is pretty cool. So it's good to see that limit health features is on. And this is while power saving is on. So because I don't use power saving, I don't have to worry about that. So that's off essentially by default. And then I don't think I have any sleeping apps, buttons and gestures. I have my action button to pull up my exercises. I think I can actually pick a specific exercise for that to actually, let's see what happens. So I think, come on. I thought it was going to, and I might bring it up on the phone then. Okay. So you don't want to click on settings. There we go. Yeah, so I can actually pick a specific exercise. And so now when I click on the button, it will actually automatically start that workout, which is nice. So to exemplify that, if I double tap there, it's going to just start the exercise. So now I can do that instead of having to select, because this is the primary exercise that I use with my watch. So that's also very nice there. So I got to show you guys that live, how to set that up. And then as you guys see, in terms of features and whatnot, I could change it to those, but I don't. I use it for exercise. I use my action button for exercise. And then my double press, so that way I don't accidentally trigger it. And the siren detector is on. And this is where you can set up your double press, your press and hold menus. So, and double pinch is off. So that's a quick run through of my actual setup for my Galaxy Watch Ultra. If you wanted to figure out ways to customize your Galaxy Watch for you, this is one option that I have, which is this video. And so again, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about the Galaxy Watch Ultra. Has the update been an improvement for you and your interactivity with your Galaxy Watch? The comment section is open for discussion. Again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure to ignite the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. It's all free. That way you never miss my video, so you and I can sit back, checks, and see what's cracking. And don't forget to hit that super thanks button down, like and dislike button, Cash App and PayPal, and check the channel out for all the videos available to you. That's way to keep tech fresh and alive on this channel. Jermaine Micah signing out, and until the next video, wait for it.